Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to make a quick video about autism. I'm not a big fan of kids. I don't plan on having any anytime soon. So that subject wasn't really prolific to me, you know. But I have some cousins that I just met recently. They live pretty close to home, so I visit them often, and they have a lot of kids. And one of the girls is apparently autistic, which I didn't know until about a month later. To me, she just seemed like a kid, hyper, like to sing and dance, rambunctious, but apparently she's autistic. And I guess it kind of does touch home with me because when I was a kid, I was very hyper. I think I would say I was smart, but I had problem focusing in class a lot of the times. They told me I had ADHD. They tried to put me on mess and all that. My dad stopped that. But this is pretty much my view on things as far as autism and other uh, uh, illnesses that will impair people. Uh, I think that unless it's something that completely disables you, like mental retardation, and really that's it, because I think it look like being blind or deaf or any other type of uh, disease mentally. I really get this from my dad. It's really more of a it's more of a focus on your child. I think a lot of because my parents are very old school. They're older, so I kind of came up in the old school way. It really doesn't matter what disadvantages you have. The whole point of being a human is to be able to learn, to be able to interact with people socially, to uh, be able to learn math, reading, arithmetics, math and arithmetics are the same, but that just made me sound super slow. But basically all your schooling, and I feel that people with disabilities need more time and care. They need more care, but I don't see that as something that limits them in what they'll be able to do. I think somebody with autism or somebody with dyslexia or something could be as not. I'm not even gonna say as smart. I said it could be smarter than the next person who doesn't have it if you give them the attention they need. And my whole thing is my mom is a nurse and she works with a lot of children who have defects and all that. And I've seen them come up a lot of times in life, and I think they're really limited by special ed classes and being trying to learn on a different curve than everybody else. I think everybody has the ability to be as smart as the next person, to be as socially inept as the next person. You just have to spend more time with them. I don't even think there should be a special ed class. I think they should be in class with everybody else. I mean, of course, it's a case by case. Uh, it's case by case. Some people they actually do need that, but what we do is we tend to lump them together. So their the disadvantages they're born with becomes a disadvantage in life. You know, a lot of people nowadays don't want to spend that time with their kids. They don't want to go that extra mile. They don't want to read to their kids. They don't want to help them with the homework. They're not even that good at math and science themselves. So, but that's just my opinion. I think that people with autism should get the care that they need, but they shouldn't. See, American school systems are all they pack kids in classes together, and if you can't keep up, then they consider you somebody who needs to be held back or something like that. You just have to spend more time with somebody because we all have the capabilities to learn just as much as anybody else. I don't care what it is, you know. Because me, I did very well in school, and then at a certain point in my life, I did very bad. All it was the teachers that I had. Uh, as far as like the first to the fourth grade, I did very good. I went to a private Catholic school, and it was competitive. It was people wanted to be smart. You didn't want to be the dumb guy in class. You got things like public schools or special ed classes where you know kids kind of set the pacing of the class. The kids don't have a shouldn't have a choice in the way they learn. They should be forced to want to be smart. You don't, you know, there's always that one kid in class that gets in trouble all the time. And the truth of the matter is, it's the same way when you're an adult. There's always that one person in any job that gets picked on. Uh, and he wouldn't get picked on if there was somebody below him to get picked. Everybody, everywhere, they find that one person who they don't like, who they single out. Uh, but that's all human nature. You know, that's something that we can overcome through hard work and dedication to teaching. You know, I didn't really script anything. I'm just saying how I feel about it. I feel like people with autism, while some may be more limited than others, I feel like they all can become really productive members in society. I feel like they become just as productive as anybody else, if not more, if you spend time with them. And it's all about the basics. When you learn the basics, you learn them, you know them. You know what I'm saying? You can't say they don't know something that they know. So you have to teach them. You have to let them know